What's happening everyone, TomGorian here, and F1 24 has officially been revealed today, 2 months after the announcement trailer of the new game. Finally, we have now got some content as far as F1 24, and it's kind of interesting. A new dynamic handling system that was worked and joint collaborated with the world champion Max Verstappen, an overhaul driver career mode experience where you can be one of the 20 drivers, and also major long-awaited track updates to Qatar, Silverstone, and Spa. Let's talk about it. Okay, so as of course in the background, the F1 24 reveal trailer will be playing, and there's a couple of things that I've actually found quite interesting with the trailer. The graphics do seem to be a little bit better, even though it's on Ego engine, the same Ego as F1 23 and the previous games were, and there are a couple of differences, obviously what I mentioned with the track updates. Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but is there going to be commentary in races? I don't know if commentary is going to be in the races in F1 24, but by what the reveal trailer sounded like, it looks like we might be getting commentary in races. Alright, so let's read this press release to see what other intel and information we can gather from F1 24. Today, EA Sports unveils the full feature set for F1 24, the official video game of the 2024 FIA Formula 1 World Championship, arriving earlier than previous seasons on May 31st across Xbox, PlayStation and PC. We already know this, 28th of May for the Champions Edition, 31st of May for the Standard Edition. Not only will players feel closer to the action courtesy of the new EA Sports dynamic handling, for the first time they'll be competing as a driver from the 2024 F1 season in the fan favourite career mode. So pretty much championship mode then. Working closely with Max Verstappen, the new EA Sports dynamic handling system redefines the feel of the car to produce a realistic and predictable performance across wheel and pad. Interesting. All new suspension kinematics, an upgraded tyre model, advanced aerodynamic simulation, and new engine and car setup options enhance the driving experience. So pretty much the new setup options that I got the chance to play in the beta. All driving aspects are improved with cornering, rolling resistance, brake pressure, ambient track temperature, and variable conditions, enabling drivers to receive immediate feedback to maximize their on-track performance. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys when I say this, but I think all of this stuff in the press release is the biggest load of waffle I've ever heard in my entire life. They're talking about suspension kinematics and rolling resistance with the tires and track temperatures, and this is just, I'm not believing this. Enhancements on and around the circuits add to the race week experience, including Silverstone, which has received a significant update to deliver authentic track accuracy. Changes to Spa-Francorchamps, Lusail International Circuit, and the Jeddah Corniche Circuit ensure that the in-game tracks match their real-world counterparts. So it looks like we're getting more laser scan tracks in F1 24. Thank goodness. In addition, actual driver audio samples taken from F1 broadcasts add a new dimension as they react to on-track incidents, plus a new broadcast presentation packages and cutscenes add to the race day immersion. So I knew it. I knew we're going to get commentary in F1 24 from the trailer. So it looks like they are bringing in, Naomi as, a race side reporter, and I think they're going to take lines from David Croft and also Alex Jakes from the real life circuits and implant those audio lines from the real life races into the game via, weekly or monthly updates. Okay, that's also interesting. Okay, time to talk about the new career mode. In the overhaul career mode, players can step into the shoes of F1 drivers from the 2024 grid, up and coming competitors from the world of Formula 2 or legendary past races in the form of icons. Exclusive to Champion Edition players, the two new icons have made a debut in F1 24, world champion James Hunt and Colombia's most successful driver, Juan Pablo Montoya. So, now we're going to be talking about further innovations to the career mode. Gain recognition, build reputation within the paddock through on-track objectives. Okay, we're getting on-track objectives as far as probably what in-race objectives, maybe position or overtake objectives or lap objectives. Race day tasks keep players focused on the checkered flag. Completing contract targets can help secure a new deal or pave the way for secret meetings to negotiate a move to a bitter rival. Okay, that's also interesting. Okay, so let's say, for example, you're driving for Mercedes and one of your objectives as a Mercedes driver is to score a podium at, let's say, Silverstone. And if you do that objective, that race objective, maybe that unlocks a secret meeting with Ferrari or something. And I really like that anticipation of, okay, if I do this objective, maybe I can have a meeting with a rival team like Red Bull and maybe have secret negotiative meetings with other teams without your team knowing. That's really suspicious. Driver reputation also affects the support players get from their teams. The greater the reputation, the more motivated the team will be to bring R&D upgrades. Players can go all in on one innovation or spread the resources for far more balanced development. Okay, so I don't know if they're gonna, develop the R&D tree like they did back in F1 2017 or whatever, but it looks like, as far as your impact on the team, the better your performances are, especially with a midfield or lower slash team like Haas or Alpine or maybe not Alfa Romeo, but Kick. Maybe that affects how much upgrades you actually get in the span of a season. It's all going to be very interesting as far as how this dynamic works, how this progression works, and how your impact with the team affects these upgrades. In addition to short-term achievements, every driver has long-term goals based on season objectives. These could range from number of top 10 finishes, pole positions, to claiming the World Championship. Okay, so it looks like they've taken what other career modes have done and they are now giving us, season-long objectives as far as to try and think about. So maybe if you're in, Ferrari or Mercedes or Red Bull, one of the objectives might be to win the World Championship or claim top 2 in the World Championship or top 3 or win the Constructors or score over 200 points in the Drivers' Championship. It looks like we're getting more depth as far as more reasons to play the career mode this year. Our biggest career innovation since 2016 delivers more of what our players want with greater variety away from the track. Alongside new handling and career innovations, updated circuits, new audio, and a refreshed broadcast presentation system give players the feeling of being closer to the grid, says Lee Maver, Senior Creative Director. I'll be the judge on that one, Chief. Returning for a second season is F1 World, the home of multiplayer Grand Prix time trial and the new fan zone feature. So again, the leaks were right. It looks like we are getting a new fan zone feature where instead of buying supercars and buying couches, we are now going to be buying our team's stuff. Players can align with their favourite team and driver over the course of a Podium Pass season and join a game-wide, time-limited league that includes collaborative goals whilst competing against rival teams. Starting next week, players can develop a better insight as to what the changes with the physics, handling, career, and more will mean for them. So, there it is. F1 24. If I don't sound that if I don't sound very, infused with F1 24, and if I don't sound very excited, I honestly don't, to be honest. I mean, I played the beta, and the beta did feel quite weird as far as how it feels, but I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to it, or the fact that it does feel that bad, or the fact that I was playing F1 23, getting some practice in for a league race, or whatever. But I mean, from a gameplay perspective, it does sound better, and it does sound like, there is going to be more detail as far as the career mode experience. There's still no news as far as customization, as far as what we want. Hopefully, maybe in a deep dive, hopefully we can get more clarification, and maybe then they can give us more insight, maybe on customization. But yeah, if you're a driver career mode guy like me, like I did with the Haas to Glory, great news. I can't wait to be having these secret little meetings with maybe, Kick Formula 1 team, or maybe McLaren, or, Aston Martin or something, while I'm under negotiations or under contract with another team. And also these season objectives, they do look they do look decent, I can't lie. Again, F1 22 brought in, new presentation as far as, formation lap camera angles, and also the starting sequence where you have to park up. And, I thought they were kind of interesting. They brought a bit of a dynamic as far as the race starts. And again, I think they're doing the exact same thing with this. I just hope that this game, is better than 23. I mean, to be honest, I don't think the handling is going to be better than 23 because I love the handling in 23. But again, this is a different team that worked on 22 and 20. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. That's the one word that I'm going to use for the title of this video. F124 looks interesting, I will say that, but the hype has officially begun. The reveal trailer is now out, and yeah, the days are coming down. We are now, 50 plus days from F1 24, and it's going to be very, very interesting as far as what the game brings. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button. Are you excited for F1 24? Leave your comments down below. I'm very eager to hear what you guys think of the reveal trailer and what they are bringing for this year's game. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe for more F1 24 content, and I'll see you all in the next video in a bit.